You know how, like, I in lots of things, like sports, for example, if you get really excited, like my son, if he scores a basket, he shoots a 3-point shot and he makes it, you'd be like, let's go!
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
you cheer him on.
Yeah, so the other night at basketball, my son had a pretty good game. I think it was Saturday night or something like that, a really good game. And he scored quite a few points, and then they went into this meeting after the game, and all the parents were waiting outside of the basketball court. We're sitting outside, my wife and I, and other parents, and we're waiting now. Like it's a while, and then Kemp comes finally walking outside, and he's sweaty. He's got his backpack on, no shirt on, backpack on. He walks out, and and I see him, and I'm like, "Hey, man, nice job." And he's like, "Let's go," right, like that. And my wife's like, "Well, we've been waiting." Okay, we've been waiting. Let's go. Yes, of course. We've been waiting for you. You've been sitting out here for a
Waiting
while.
on you. I mean,
Yes,
no one's stopping us from leaving. Let's get out of here.
It's not our fault, Kemp. We've been waiting. And I'm looking at her like, come on. Come on.
Read the room.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's probably just like, yes, please, let's go. We've been here a long time.
That's exactly. And Kemp's like, come on, Mom. That's not what I meant. Like, he had to explain his, like, terminology of, like, let's go. Let's go. Anyway. Peyton, what happened with you now? Because now, Peyton, you've been sitting in this role, filling in for Suzette this is week 2.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So you've been getting up early since March, but now you get into this new house with your new boyfriend. What's it like now for you're talking about little baby in town?
Yes. So last night, Lil Baby was in town for his concert, and I had like 3 people invite me to go to this concert. And they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" It's like 7:30. Like, come to this concert. I'm like, dude, I am in bed. Like, I'm going to sleep. Like, I need to wake up in the morning. They're like, "Oh, no, like, you're fine. Sleep it off on the weekend." I'm like, you don't understand. Like, I gotta go to bed. And it just sucked because, like, I was like, dang, I wanted to go to the concert. But then again, I was like, my sleep is that much more important. So I didn't go. But my life is like completely changed 180. I have like the complete opposite sleep schedule of like everyone that I know, my boyfriend included. So it's like trying to find that like balance. You know what I mean?
Balance.
Oh, yeah.
There's no balance.
I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna make it work.
Find a way.
Nobody's found the balance. It's just messed up. You get up in the middle of the night.
Literally,
No,
like
you just-
before the birds are up.
You just adjust. Like, maybe you tell Kadeem, like, hey, maybe you start going to bed a little bit earlier, wake up a little bit, and then you guys are on somewhat of the same schedule. Now he's probably not going to wake up at 2 with you.
Right.
But then he's kind of tired when you're tired, and then at least you two are kind of in sync. I think that's where you begin.
Yeah.
So that's good advice.
Yeah,
like
great
Kyle,
advice.
your husband, does he go to bed around the same time you do?
Exact same time.
Exact same time.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're lights out at the same time. But he gets like 8 extra hours of sleep.
see, and my wife and I, it's worked out that way too, where she tries to go to bed when I go to bed. But what happens is that then that causes me to go to bed later. Like I went to bed last night at 10 o'clock.
Oh my God, that's so late.
no.
I know. And
How
that's
do you do that?
Well, we did a charity event. We had a basketball team. My son's basketball team was at our dog shelter. My wife was running this volunteer program, and it just so happens to be Kemp's team was there. So we were there until 8 o'clock, and then we had dinner, and then by the time I got to bed, it was like 10. Plus, I had to watch an episode or 2 of the other 2.
You had to.
So funny. It is really a funny show.
TV show that is so addicting. So I had to watch it. So by the time I got to bed, it was 10. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah. So, but it's tough. But I realize this too. Whenever she's out of town, I love her. She's my wife. But when she's out of town, I'm in bed by 7.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
And it's
so
like,
nice.
I'm like, this is crazy. And I'll text her. You know, when you're not here, you know how much sleep I get when you're not here?